Hi everyone, welcome back to Listen Up with Simran and Isha, where we dive into real conversations about life, personal growth, and everything in between. Today, we have an exciting episode lined up for you, so turn up the volume and listen up. Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Listen Up with Simran and Isha. We are already in the third week of the year, and today, let's get a little real, okay? How often हम Instagram पे scroll करते होते हैं और हम सोचते हैं wow everybody is living their best lives और मैं Google कर रही हूँ how to make my washing machine work like it's that analogy together होता है हम सब के साथ होता है we all have those moments but the real fact and we all know it कि असली life is not like cliff jumping in Bali or just sipping champagne on a yacht that's not real life every day but real life is more like रोज कॉफी की बनते हुए वेट करना या फिर अपने सॉक्स के पेयर्स को मैच करना. So today we're talking about that part of the life, those mundane moments, and we are flipping the switch and trying to find the joy in the mundane today.
Oh, I love that, Isha. It's so funny because I feel like I'm a little, what do you say? I think I'm feeling a little bit double standard right now because I'm sitting in Sri Lanka and I'm shooting this episode. But I earned this vacation. And usually, even one of my biggest intentions for the year of 2025 is to fall in love with the boring. I have actually told myself I want to fall in love with the boring. That means I want to be more consistent. I want to be more accountable, more on track. And sometimes that becomes boring, and that's fine. Boring is not bad. I think sometimes I feel boring is healthy, right? Like I feel like sometimes doing the simple things again and again, which get you the results, is the boring part. But it is the part which is a healthy choice that you're making, towards a better future. So, yeah.
And it's even scientifically backed. Simran,
Yeah.
what I have read, matlab, if you make your bed in the morning every day, it's scientifically backed that sets a tone for the day. And you already feel accomplished कि I've done one thing. I know.
I do it. I do it every day. I do it almost every day that I make my bed every morning before I get out, even in a hotel.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's cool. No, but you have the habit, and that's a good habit because that's a small win in the morning. Even on the grocery, this is a dopamine effect that I read about grocery shopping के बीच में, which is so silly when I read it. कि if you go for grocery shopping, vegetables you are finding, if you find that ripe avocado or ripe fruit, whatever it may be, the best one of the lot, it's like a dopamine release in your body. Scientifically, we know, and then you feel that you've won something. So, like your body, your brain feels that you've actually won something because out of the whole lot, you got the best fruit. So that's like finding a little joy in the mundane. Because मुझे लगता है कि ये छोटे छोटे जो डोपामिन हिट्स हम दिन में अगर एड ऑन करते जाएं, कॉन्शियसली अपने दिमाग में रखें कि हर एक्टिविटी में हमें एक छोटा सा डोपामिन हिट मिल सकता है. Imagine the dopamine in the whole day we can gather, and what serotonin and what endorphin it will create for us.
Yeah. And I think like when I was younger, I used to look at it like, when my mom used to get excited about a vegetable, or my dad used to, look at something like simple like a car or something and get excited. I used to always be like, this is so stupid. Like, why are you getting so excited about the small things, Like my dad loves finding a plant for his garden that we have, And I'm like, why is this? And when I was younger, I was like, oh my God, these people are just so like, simple and easy. And like, no, I will only be happy when I get that 5-figure job or I marry that, man of my dreams or like, whatever. That's exciting. This is not exciting.
हम रोज अवार्ड्स नहीं जीत सकते मगर मेरी मॉम मुझे कहती होती हैं तुम लोगों को पता नहीं जिंदगी से क्या चाहिए ईशा मतलब तुम लोग रोज ट्रिप पर नहीं जा सकते हो लाइक व्हाट आर यू वेटिंग फॉर थिंग्स टू हैपन और yesterday मेरे साथ ये हुआ and I felt this actually before I was because we decided हमें एपिसोड बनाना है yesterday I felt the little joy in the Monday in the week क्योंकि I got a book or that was covered in bubble wrap. So I love bubble wrap, popping bubble wrap whenever it.
Even I. It used to be my favorite thing as a kid, popping all the bubble wrap.
Exactly. And even I did it like Kalna, when I got that book, I was very happy because it's a book I was waiting for. But when it came in a bubble wrap, I was happier. I was like, okay, I have something.
But that's the thing, like you have to get happy about these small things, and as kids we were happy about the small things. Like we would be sitting in a corner and playing with sticks and being so happy for like 1 hour. But like now, we have constantly started to chase that life that we see on social media, or we see other people talk about what's the next best restaurant, next best cafe, next best tourist destination, or whatever, you know. But we're not realizing that the change and the shift that we want in our life, the big shift that we want, doesn't come from these big actions. It comes from that small, small, everyday rituals, you know, that we have for ourselves. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
You know, there's this effect called the butterfly effect that I read about.
Mm.
And
Yep.
the idea is this: ki somewhere in Brazil, a butterfly will flap its wings, which
Hmm.
will set off a tornado in Texas. Now, that doesn't make sense. I'm saying it right, but that doesn't make sense when I read about it
Yeah.
also. So
Yeah.
basically, the idea is कि हम लोग ऐसे earthquakes नहीं create करने वाले. That's not going to happen अगर हम coffee पी लेंगे. But छोटी छोटी चीजें एक ripple effect create करती हैं, and that can make our lives a little happier. Simply smiling at a stranger is something that can create a ripple effect. You don't know whose day you are making by simply smiling or giving a compliment to a friend.
So well said. And I completely agree. Yeah.
Happiness के seeds को sow कर रहे हो तुम, basically. That is the butterfly effect.
And sometimes you think like, oh, it's just a small action. Like, what does it really matter? What does it really matter if I don't wake up at 5 in the morning? ठीक है, कल करेंगे. What does it really matter if, you know, if I don't finish my assignment today? I'll finish it tomorrow. It's okay if I'm late. But it does matter.
It
These
does
small,
matter.
small
I'll
things.
tell you what, हम जब खुद को किया हुआ promise भी रखते हैं, remember when we spoke about that? I want to go to the gym or I want to wake up at 5 in the morning. That promise, then when you reach at the gym na, you feel very happy even for a moment, and you forget when you're actually delaying. तब तुम भूल जाते हो कि तुम वहां जाकर कितना खुश होने वाले हो, या जब तुम उठते
Yeah.
नहीं हो. But जब actually तुम उठ जाते हो ना 5:15 पर, तुम इतना खुश होते हो ना कि I actually got out of bed. So that is like sowing the seeds of happiness and actually creating that joy कि यार डेली लाइफ में भी तुम खुश होने की कोशिश कर रहे हो. Even the small thing that I do, मैं थोड़ा सा अपना रूटीन को अब गेमिफाई कर लेती हूँ. If I'm having very boring days ना, तो there are some chores I don't like doing, ठीक है? But if I have to
Yeah.
do it, I'll just, because I have my playlist and you know I have my favorite songs, so I'll just time myself doing a thing just for the fun of it. Nobody's watching, I'm not telling anybody, but just time myself कि मैं कितने music अपने songs में ये काम खत्म कर सकती हूँ. Just gamify it. ये थोड़ा सा वो weirdness, थोड़ा सा वो एक different लाने के लिए अपने आप को एक्चुअली खुश करने के लिए. एंड जब मैं वो कर लेती हूँ, इफ आई से कि मैं 3 सॉन्ग्स में कर लेती हूँ, मैं 2.5 सॉन्ग्स में कर लेती हूँ, जस्ट मेक्स मी हैप्पी फॉर नो रीजन. But yeah,
Yeah, but
that,
it's like a win. It's like a small win, and you're like celebrating it for yourself. And that's why, like, same thing. When I was in London, I hate cooking. I was in London for 2 months last year, right, in November, December, and I hate cooking. But I know I have to cook because I can't eat every day outside. And when I was like, okay, I gave myself this thing that if I cook, after I cook, I can do, like, I'll cook for whatever 1 hour and then half an hour, whatever. And after that, I will do something fun that I enjoy for half an hour. So every time that I had to cook, I made sure that I kept half an hour to reward myself for doing the thing I didn't like, you know? And that kind of like made me want to also look forward to the thing I want to do. So, you know, and then it made me feel like less crappy about doing the cooking because I'm like, okay, I'll finish this cooking and then I'll get to do that, you know? So my mind was always running to like the next thing that I want to do. So even like rewarding yourself, you know, I feel like that helps. Or like doing a workout and then after that, you know, eating something, maybe a bar of chocolate. You've done the workout, you've earned it, it's fine, you know? So it kind of is like a reward after what you've done, like kind of a thing.
oh, I love that. I think rewarding yourself, that is the
Yeah.
best trick. ये तो हम सब करते हैं.
Yeah.
Somewhere everybody uses it. Today, in the workout session with my friend Oli, we were like, if you complete this set, we'll go out for coffee. I'll pay for it. Just complete this one. Like that small level also.
Yeah. So I think, yeah, like gamifying is definitely a good thing and it helps you celebrate like the small wins that you're having, you know, and then that keeps you more happy and, you know, like be like, yeah, I did this, you know. So, yeah.
पता है मैंने एक छोटी सी चीज और ऐड की है. So we all have triggers, right? हम सबकी लाइफ में triggers हमें पता है क्या होते हैं. But the opposite of trigger is the word glimmer. So every day, sometimes when I'm not having a good day or every time I feel I'm not happy, I'll just tell myself now from till the end of the day, I am searching or I'm on the lookout for the glimmer of the day. Like what is that one thing जो मुझे instant खुश करने वाली है? क्योंकि कुछ ना कुछ होगा. और हमेशा से मैं
ice cream, instant khush. Yes, absolutely, ice cream.
और for me, you know, it's mostly like कई बार जब मेरे साथ ऐसा हुआ है, I've got that smell of coffee, the first smell of coffee on a very cold day. Like that is the glimmer of the day for me. जब मैं अपने आप को consciously ये बोल देती हूँ ना कि I'm searching for the glimmer, automatically मेरा mind back पे ये ढूंढ रहा होता है कि okay, I'm doing everything in my life, routine चल रहा है normal, but what is one thing जो मुझे खुश कर देगी? या मेरी कोई Amazon से मुझे भी नहीं पता होगा कोई पैकेज डिलीवर हो जाएगा उस दिन, and I'll be very happy, like
Online shopping.
Online shopping, yes.
This video is not sponsored by Amazon, but it is sponsored by our bad shopping habits. Yes. But it helps. I agree. Like, these small things when you kind of savor the moments, And I know it sounds like, I think the more we practice that gratitude, the better it is. I think we are just so not used to being grateful. And I say that for myself first before anybody else. I think it's so easy to just be like, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that. Oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. Why not just be grateful? Like, oh, at least I don't have that yet, but at least I have this, At least the morning, I couldn't do my 1 hour workout today because it was bad and I couldn't make it to the gym. But hey, at least I woke up on time and I tried to make it, I think like being graceful and kind towards yourself and also grateful for what you have in your life. I think that makes like a huge difference.
थोड़ा सा weirdness, थोड़ा सा अपने रूटीन में तुम weirdness भी डाल लो, बहुत ज़्यादा difference आ जाता है. थोड़ा सा तुम whatever makes you
fun
happy.
Element. Yeah,
I don't
like
even
fun,
have to tell you things. मतलब I know some people talk to plants, some name their plants and have conversations with them. Like people do these things. Now for me,
and it's completely fine. Yeah, it's completely fine.
For me,
we're not
it's a
judging
little weird.
you.
मैं
if you do that.
color code करके रखती हूँ हमेशा. So that is the thing for me that makes me very happy. It's weird. Nobody in my family gets it, but I do it for myself. So that is like my way of finding a little joy. Like you were mentioning कि थोड़ा gratitude in every moment. और क्योंकि यार मैं रोज नहीं जीत सकती, मैं रोज बड़ी चीजें नहीं कर सकती. There is not a celebration. मतलब my mom says this, ईशा सोच कर देख लाइफ में बड़ी चीजें literally 10 दिनों में होंगी. Big moments of your life. शादी एक दिन होगी. You will become a mom one day. You will win your complete your graduation one day. Total things 10 दिनों में खत्म हो जाएंगी, तो बाकी की लाइफ तुम खुश नहीं होने वाले हो. So that is where the idea came in my head. कि तुम बाकी की पूरी जिंदगी खुश होने के लिए क्या करने वाले हो. So उसी रूटीन में अपने आप को खुश करने की कोशिश करो. छोटे let's call it gratitude on the go. Why not?
Yeah. Well, that's cute. Gratitude on the go. And fun on the go as well. I love the idea of being a little weird and fun with your routines. Like I have this thing. I used to be a dancer for a really long time, right? For like 10 years of my life. So I was constantly on stage. So we are constantly performing, and I feel like when you have to be in that state of performing, you have to like kind of, sometimes you're having bad days, but you still have to go and smile on stage, you know what I'm saying? So you have to kind of like put yourself in that space. So one of my favorite things is talking to myself in the mirror. I do it every morning before I step out of my house or, get to work or anything. And it's just something fun. It's just like, you got this, okay? It's okay. You're having a shit day, having a bad day, you had a bad morning. It's fine. You got this. This is your day. Get out, do it, make it happen. And I literally talk to myself in the mirror. And I know if somebody caught me, they'll be like, okay, what is happening? Is she okay? But मैं अपनी favorite हूँ. I love talking to myself in the mirror. There's nothing wrong with that, And it kind of literally makes you feel like good about yourself before you start doing the tasks that you have to do,
Feeling good about yourself, talking to yourself, boosting your confidence before you actually have to do a thing, that also helps a lot.
100%, for sure.
और यार mundane unimportant तो नहीं है. Mundane हमारी लाइफ में रोज हो रहा है. हमारी लाइफ में रूटीन रोज आ रहा है. So why can't we just accept it? Why are we always on the lookout कि कुछ बड़ा होगा तभी खुश होंगे? Like you said in the beginning कि कुछ बड़ा होगा तभी खुश होंगे. यहीं पर मैंने अपनी खुशी को, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि हम लोग अपनी खुशी को,
this is the biggest problem of our gen, I feel, that we only get excited or happy when something big happens. And we tell ourselves that we are only worth of the happiness if we are doing big things. Exactly. Otherwise, we are not deserving of happiness or deserving of praise or love or, acceptance. And that's why it's so important to break that,
Kind of like pushing the happiness in the future. कि आज नहीं खुश होना, let's push it to the next big event. Let's push it to the next big event.
Or I used to do that where, even though I would win something small, or mid-size, I would be like, हाँ ठीक है, हो गया ना, next क्या है? I would not stop and even like accept the praise and the love for the small thing that, and even if people would say it or anything, I would just be like, no, I need to go higher, I need to do this, I need to earn this money or get this job, or like I was always on this track of what's the next thing and the next thing. And in that we forget to savor what we have, and be happy with where we are right now, happy with yourself for just being yourself. That's it, not because you are something or you've achieved something, you know.
Exactly. So this week, everybody who is listening to us, I think we are going to challenge you to embrace these tiny, mundane moments. While you are at
Oh, love
work,
that.
whistle,
Yeah.
dance while you are sweeping the floor, and just create a ripple of joy today. Okay? And share those
Oh.
moments with us. Whatever butterfly flaps you make today, just share them with us and share it on our Instagram page. We'll share it, or we can just love about reading. Nobody knows who will inspire today with this. So if you do this, if you are listening to this episode, please make that small change in your routine today and just be happy. Find joy in the small things today.
Oh, love that. And of course, keep listening to us and join us next week for another episode. If it's one of the little things you do in your routine every week. Right, Isha?
Yes, definitely. Listen up.
That's a wrap for today's episode of Listen Up with Sim and Isha. Hope you enjoyed the conversation and make sure to like and subscribe for more. Until next time, stay tuned and listen up.